Hello and welcome to the Lost Pines Workshop. I'm JC Jensen. So I wanted to take a few minutes today to discuss small shop layout. Like many of you, I started out in a two-car garage. So the car got parked in there and I had to figure out where to put my stuff and then how to utilize my space so I could put my stuff and have a workable space in order to fulfill projects. So how do we maximize our space to be able to do the things that we want to do and build the things that we want to build, and oh yeah, still get the wife's car in? Well, to start, this looks, like a big shop. Well, in reality, to this wall right here, the space that you are looking at is the size of a two-car garage. But it was built as a shop that doubles as a garage rather than a garage that doubles as a shop. So with that, all right, let's imagine I'm in my garage, right? I've got a table saw, I got a workbench, various other things. How do I maximize my space? Well, many of us think in square footage, 2 dimensions, length and width. Maximize floor space. Well, change your thinking when trying to figure out where to store your tools and use your space. Your square footage is at a premium, right? We need space to build and construct furniture. Or if your projects are smaller, great. We need space to utilize our tools. Think three-dimensional. Square footage wise, this is 600 square feet, right? The average garage is 576 square feet. The average ceiling height of a garage is 9 feet. I have a 9-foot ceiling. Think three-dimensional. Walls. Walls. All my walls are covered with stuff. Even behind you, behind the camera, you're standing in, or sitting, I guess you're sitting, in the door, the entry door, walk-through door to my shop. There is a bookshelf mounted on the wall that is covered in tools. Another bookshelf on the wall over here you can't see that actually has books in it. Maximize your space. Three-dimensional. You can even put a door on the ceiling if you want. Across the top here in the back, hanging from the rafters, is a shelf. It's 3 feet deep and it's packed full of stuff. I used to have some old projects hanging from the ceiling over here. My rafters are open. Most garages are closed. Mine are open. So I utilize some of that space as well. The screens for my porch hang from the ceiling. Think three-dimensional. And put as much on the wall that you don't use every day, or even if you do, get it on the wall. Get it off of the floor. That would be hint number 1. Caster wheels. That's kind of my hint number 2. Some people love them, some people hate them. My cabinet table saw has built-in caster wheels. My workbench, caster wheels. Why? My CNC table back here, caster wheels. Bandsaw casters. Over here that you can't really see, this is my planer, 20-inch planer. It's on caster wheels. Why? Well, it's in the middle of the floor right now, so I can work. Storm's coming, need to bring the car in. I can push all this out of the way, get the car in. I operated like that in my garage for about 10 years, and it worked out just fine. My wife finally accepted the fact that a garage is a place to work, not park a car. I don't know where, some women get that in their minds, that a garage is for parking cars, but I'm sorry. it's a place to work. My wife finally got over that. She realized that, hey, when the weather's nice, the car can be outside. But again, I can push all this out of the way to get the car in. Another reason to have casters. Your shop is ever evolving, right? You're going to gain more tools. You're going to work on bigger projects. You're going to buy better tools. Being able to easily manipulate your tools around the shop makes changing the layout as you grow easier. The other reason I like casters is for cleaning. But having the casters allows me to move this out of the way and sweep underneath. I hate not being able to get underneath when I'm cleaning. I want it clean. I want it all out. Then I finally decided, you know what? I need to build a workbench. So I've got a place to work and store stuff. Well, I found the plans to this one in Fine Woodworking magazine years ago. I still got it around here somewhere. I took the plan and modified it to suit my needs. And so I've got a nice large flat work surface and lots of storage. Well, I followed the plan for the drawer sizes, which was a bad idea because some of these are really thin, can't get much in them. So drawer sizes, if you're building cabinet storage things, think I love drawers. I've gotten old now, and kind of like in the kitchen, you open up the cabinet to find a pot. It's all the way in the back. You got to stand on your head to get in there. No, that ain't happening. I build drawers and everything to include my kitchen here. So I don't have to do that anymore, all right? But build your drawers the size. Think about what is the intended storage for this drawer. You're going to put a skill saw in there. You're going to put big sanders in there. Build your drawer depth accordingly. The next thing is power. What kind of power are you going to need for your tools? Well, in here now, my table saw runs on 220. The joiner's 220. The planer's 220. Everything else, excuse me, 240. Everything else, and I lost my coffee, is running off of 110. Well, what I did, obviously this is my work area, right? Is we wired my big machines directly overhead. So I can, it's here and it's not in the way. I don't have cords laying on the ground. I freaking hate that. And no, so does OSHA, right? Be smart. Extension cords on the ground are tripping hazards. You wear them out, potential fire hazard, all that good happy stuff. If you can, run your power overhead and drop it down. Get one of those real extension cords. Whatever's going to work, but get your power overhead. Big plus. Putting in 220, well, call an electrician, right? Have it wired so that you can utilize your power from multiple locations. When I built this, I kind of had the kitchen in mind, where you've got outlets maximum every 4 feet. Mine's kind of the same way all the way around. I put double outlets every 4 feet along this wall and across the back wall. I don't remember what I did there. Doesn't matter. Adding outlets is not a big deal. Next, lighting. All right, I think you can see the lights in the camera. Garage door light, not going to cut it. All right, these are LED strips. I love them. And I haven't finished installing these. I actually have another whole set. 1, 2, 3, 6 more of these to put up on that side. Just haven't got to it. But lighting is critical. When you're using a saw, you're trying to see the line. Well, if you can't see the line, you're not going to cut it, right? I've started doing a lot of hand tool work with chisels and working in a shadow is terrible. Think about your lighting. These LED light strips, I think I got these 6 long bars and they're 7 feet long, 6 or 7 feet long each. I got a box of 6 of them for 150 bucks. But it's just amazing. I can see. I don't have a lot of, well, I mean, light, you get shadow, but if I'm here, I've got a light on this side and a light on this side, and it kind of cancels the shadow. Dust management. You've got to have some way when you're working with power tools to collect the sawdust. And, I've got a chop saw over here, tremendous dust maker, right? My table saw, whatever. Shop vac on casters. I have a dust collection unit over in the corner, and I just bought the Home Depot galvanized duct. I think I'm running 6-inch trunk line, the big one, and then it reduces down to 4-inch for my machines. I ran all of that overhead. Works great for the bulk of it, but you still get crap everywhere. So with that in mind, I don't know if you can see that. That is an air filter. That is critical to your health, your vision, the whole bit, right? I do not wear a dust mask unless I'm working with OSBs and plywoods because of the chemicals involved in that. I will wear one for that. But in general with wood, I don't live in California, so I'm not worried about all of their warning labels. But having the air filter running, especially when running the chop saw, it sucks that dust up in there and keeps it out of here. So I have a plan for dust management. In my garage, I had the simple shop vac, one of the big ones from one of the box stores, and I just plugged it into whatever machine I was running. Whatever ended up on the floor, I raised the garage door, and I used either compressed air or a leaf blower and just blew it all outside. It's good, healthy, breaks down, compost, whatever. I just blew it out at the end of the day. In my garage, roll-up door, I insulated the door, and then I called my AC guy. I said, hey, AC guy, I'm in Texas, and in the summertime, it's 100 and something degrees out. So is my shop. It's miserable to work in. Well, I had him come over. He assessed the size of the AC unit that I had for the house. I was right on the money. I said, hey, can we take and pipe in some AC into the garage? He said, yeah, the unit that I had was the right size. I was only adding a few hundred square feet, and we plumbed it. And in the middle of the summer, it's 100 degrees out. Was it 72 degrees in the garage? No, because the walls weren't insulated, but it was comfortable. I could work in there without killing myself. It was pretty nice. And of course, I got heat in the winter too. The month and a half of winter we get here in Central Texas. But just think in terms of maximizing your space. What do I need, right? Think, easy answer, think 3-dimensional. Put your stuff on wheels, build your storage or build what you need for proper storage. Everything that I have is dual purpose. Dual purpose. Well, not everything. The joiner only has one job. Even here at my table saw, you can't see, but on the extension table, doubles as a workbench. Underneath, there's a cabinet. It's on casters that's attached to the underside of the table. Storage. Moves as a unit. Everything has a purpose. Most things have a double purpose. Obviously, I can't tell you how to lay out your shop. Everybody's situation is unique as amount of space, the type of tools that you have. My objective today was just to provide you with some tips for small shop layout. I hope this helps. If you have any questions or comments about shop layout, please post those down below. I'll get right back to you. If you like my video, please remember to hit that like button. Cheers. We'll see you down the road.